Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing some more Road SSL. We ended up last episode at Champ 2 Div 1. As you can see, the season is ending in 4 days. So we're going to have to grind a little bit if we're going to get this season. Alright, without further ado, let's go right to the video. Alright, 1200 games. We are, what is that, like 3/4, or no, 2/3 of the way there to SSL 1875. Not quite, just under, but making progress. Alright, today I'm going to try to demonstrate the power of onions. So if you don't know what I mean by that, basically I'm talking about layers, having layers of defense and layers of offense. Really just having like one person ready to go behind one guy, and the next behind the next, and so on and so forth. So like right here, right? Like if you look at my positioning, there's no one really ready to fall up middle, so I'm layering behind the first guy. And in that position, I was kind of just first man. But you want to think about like, where can everyone else defend? Like, what are they covering? And you want to fill in the gaps, right? Okay, I wasn't expecting teammates to pass at this rank, but that was a great pass. I just wasn't ready for it. Alright, so you can see both my teammates are pretty close, which means like I need to layer a little further back. Yeah, good solo play by Gnome there. Let's watch that again. So he's taking his time and just gets a nice little like air dribble double touch there. You really don't want to give that much space to defense, especially in the corners. You want to that's where you want to pressure, right? It kind of depends on the play. Like sometimes you want to give them like one touch or something, but obviously that's, you know, you don't want to let them get right in front of your net like that. All right, so one thing you can think about with this layer thing is basically just like having a first, second, and third man, right? You don't want like two people covering the same thing. This is something I talked about kind of last episode, where you don't want two people in the same position, right? So that's the idea with layers, is you want a 1, 2, and 3. You don't want 1, 1, 2. You don't want 1, 2, 2. You don't want 1, 3, 3. Right? You want a 1, 2, 3. And you definitely don't want like a 1, 1, 1. Right? That's a triple commit. Right? So another easy way of thinking about it is basically like, what is everyone else's position? And then you just fill in what position is left over, right? So like here, well, first of all, I'm getting bumped. But we have someone on the ball, which means, you know, I'm not first, right? We have someone rotating back, so they're going to third man, which means like I'm going to be next, probably. And of course, the ball came to me right after that. Okay. Whenever you see no one on your screen, it's really easy. It means you're first man. Here, I have two people in front of me, so that means I'm going to be third man, right? So I'm defending like what gets past my first man, right? Of course, my teammate like kind of started to cut me off, so I got a little nervous, and you know, I didn't want to like double commit, right? So I waited. That's one thing you'll notice is like, depending on your skill level, like people kind of just don't care about their like position, and they just play like whatever position they want. So this is something you can do. Like for instance, like Non here, like he should definitely be rotating, and playing like third man, but instead he just like ball chases, and like here this worked out really well. Because they were really awkward, right? So when they're awkward like this, so they double committed, right? So it's more of a mistake on them rather than like, oh, good job by Non. It was more like, oh, well, they double committed as second and third men, right? Like the two last men, you know, double committed. So obviously, like if they don't do something really good, then, you know, probably just gonna be free goal for us, which is what happened. Hit this up to my teammate. Just kind of passing play. Well, yeah, they'll pass. We talked about that before. Easy little challenge here. Try to bump this guy. If I bump this guy, like, my teammate's gonna have a lot of time on the ball. So now I'm next, so I'm just gonna dive to try to defend the shot. And third man rotated like really far back, which is not what you want to do. And rotate like near the ball. Okay, good challenge there. I was a little nervous. Okay, I'm second man, so I'm looking to follow this up. He's like, yeah, not really doing a good job at like letting me come in. That's kind of what you'll notice at this level. Like, people don't do a good job playing around teammates or like with teammates. And they don't really do a good job solo playing either. So like there's really just not any chemistry going on the offense basically. I did this over, so now it should be open up for team, but of course we have no second men, right? So we had a first man and 2 third men's there. But if we had a second man, we would have had a follow-up and obviously like a free goal. Get this out to my second man. I'm just gonna bump this guy or make him challenge. Okay, teammate decided to pass, which is a little weird considering he had no one challenging. When you have literally like no one challenging you, okay, that's a mistake by me, mechanical. When you have no one challenging you, you don't want to just instantly pass even though like the pass is open, right? You really want to like use the space you have, right? That's really important for like first men. So like here, like look how much space he had and he instantly threw the ball away, right? You want to use the space. So I have like enough space to touch it once, so I'm going to use that space. Now, whenever you're close to the net like that, you can just shoot. And that's what you'll see like a lot of people do, including me. Especially at these lower ranks, you just, once you get into a certain range, if you just feel power, like it's going to be a deadly shot, right? And on top of that, controlling is harder, right? So you're doing something that's easier and deadly, right? So I'm going to try to demonstrate that with just shooting more, but I also wanted to like try to demonstrate the control. But it's more useful like when you're not in their half already. When you're in their half already, it's better to just shoot, and when you're like further away, it's better to like get one touch and then do something, right? Okay. So teammate's gonna go for this, which means I'm not gonna also go. Teammate's behind me, so he should be ready for that. Nice, and that's a W. Good control to get the 0-second goal. Yeah, champ 2 already, and people are starting to be able to control the ball. Not like super consistently, but obviously enough to like, you know, score a 0-second goal. So that's probably a big increase from like Diamond, right? Okay, we're going up 30 MMR at a time now. Hopefully we can keep that, because if we start going down to like 10 or 20 MMR, it's going to take a really long time to get up to Grand Champ. And I really want to get Grand Champ at the end of this episode. We are going to have to grind a bit in order to get SSL this season, and I think I'm going to start extending the episodes just a little bit. Maybe like instead of like 20-minute episodes, trying to get it up to like 25 to 30 minutes. Maybe a little over 30 minutes. Okay, Urban Central, everyone knows this is the worst map in Rocket League. Just, you know, that's just a factual, not even an opinion, just fact. Just terrible map. It just, there's no contrast, and it just all looks gross. It's just gross. Gross map. Very, like, edgy. It's a very edgy map, if you know. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but there's a lot of edges, like, on the map. Like, on the ground, I don't know if you can see it on, like, the recording, but yeah, it's very, like, not clean. It's very unsmooth. I don't like it. Anyway, so we're just gonna play third man, and whenever this goes up to me, I can just tap it on target. Didn't really need to get it with a ton of power because there was literally no one defending. And that's just positioning, right? Like, I didn't push up to second because we had someone following close, and then like when the ball went really high, he decided to just leave, and obviously that means it's third man's ball, right? So that's when I just go up and shoot. Again, I kickoffs. I like to try to win the kickoffs at lower ranks. He did a delayed kickoff, little trickster. Going to rotate to third, right? Because we have two people like kind of on the ball. Okay, no one's like pushing up, so I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna hit this middle. Maybe go for a little Doom's dunk here. Almost got it. I'm gonna rotate out so my team can go forward. Okay, you see how you like hesitated and just like stopped the side of the boost? That's not what you want to do. You don't want to like just stop this first man, because you're like giving them a lot of like space. Here, I'm just gonna shoot. Yeah. I just saw that like both of them were like really far forward. We can like see like look at their positioning right here. No one's back post, right? So that means a shot is probably going to be, you know, really easy to go in. Okay. I like to half flip to that boost because now like I'm in a really good position. You can like turn and drive over to it, but I like the angle coming out of the boost better. I'll try to demonstrate that if I like if I get another like kickoff where I go for the corner. Okay, so here I'm like further back, so like I was in Wolf's position earlier, but I like to come out of the corner like facing more towards the middle of the field rather than facing the wall. A lot of people like when they get the boost like that. Let me bump this guy real quick. Okay, I'm sure leave. When they come out of the boost, a lot of times they're facing the wall, and like they're not really ready if like for instance like the ball goes straight there or something. I'm just gonna clear this. Just in case my teammate decided not to clear it, I'm just gonna go ahead and double commit there. Try to bump this guy. Yeah, ended up working really well. I don't know if I actually got a bump on him. I don't think I did because I didn't hear anything. But yeah, if he was on target, I might have bumped him off, right? And given my teammate the open net. That's like some advanced things you can do like while rotating. Just look for bumps, and like area bumps like that are pretty high level, I would say. So I not always want to go for them, but it's worth like practicing and getting good at them. So here again, just rotating the third man, right? The ball's going really high. I should have went for that, but I'm not really that scared of this like skill level, right? So decided not to. Okay, look for a pass here. Pass back out to my mid man. I just noticed like their third is really far away, so normally doing that's really risky. But their third was like really far, so I decided to just go for it. See if this guy misses, and now I'm gonna look for a pass middle. And yeah, again, like you can see how often like my passes to teammates don't really do anything, and that's just because like they're not really like good enough to capitalize on those things. And that's what you're gonna see until like, you know, basically Grand Champ. And yeah, I mean around Grand Champ is when you start to see like people able to like position and whatnot for passes. So yeah, consider like just doing something simpler, right? Because passing is really complicated, right? You have to hit the pass, they have to be there for the shot. So instead what I'm gonna do is like something like this, right? Okay, well teammate came in and like double committed, so I ended up like kind of getting in the way, but it ended up still working out, right? So basically instead of passing, right, I like took my time, got it around 1 and around 2. So like basically I, you know, got past everyone and there was an open net. I got past everyone because they double committed, right? So really I got past 2 in 1 hit, but that's just because they double committed. A high level, that's going to be a lot harder to score because they're not going to double commit and leave less openings, right? I'm going to look to see where this guy is. So he's middle, right? So if he's middle, I'm going to leave so he can go middle. Of course, he didn't go middle, and so that's a mistake on his part. I'm going to hit this high and rotate out. And what I'm going to try to demonstrate is like just properly rotating the third, you know? Really, that was a really good hit by that guy, by the way. That was really nice. This is like a good example of passing in threes. Is just like serving it up on a platter. Even then, honestly, it'd be better to just shoot that. You know what I mean? Because he was not ready for the shot. I mean, of course, he wasn't ready for the pass either, but if I was just a little further back, he could have dove and blocked that. Okay. Again, I'm third man, right? Because, you know, no one's behind me. And this is kind of a, that brings me into like a good idea of thinking about like how you play third man, right? So third man, like a good way of thinking about it is just like you're third man until someone's behind you, right? So like here I'm third, and I'm still third, right? Because like Wolf like just kept going for the ball, right? I could have shot that. We're 6 goals up though, so like I'm really just chilling, you know, kind of just running the clock down. Not really worried too much, but just using this time to explain some thought processes. Okay, teammate could follow that. Okay, I see he's not, so I'm going to go ahead and dive. I'll go ahead and jump up quick, trying to get over this and center. And mostly just trying to get the ball away from the opponent. You don't want him to like have control there, basically, right? Again, I'm going to rotate to third. And like, this is like a good time to think about that, right? Waiting for someone to go back behind me. Okay, you can't always wait, right? That's the thing, is like, you need to know when you want to wait until someone's behind you and when like not to, right? So sometimes you're going to have to just go as last man, right? If that makes sense. I tried to roll the ball up the wall there, but it's okay. We're setting up the Brazil. It's fine. That's another mistake by me. I hit it in such a way that it bounced in the middle. Okay, here. I'll explain kind of here. Like, you see when I get this boost, you like, I'm really close to the wall. But whenever you do the half flip, like I did before, let me hit this over this guy. You end up like more facing towards like the middle of the field, and that just gives you more options, right? You don't really be facing the wall, like there's nothing there. Okay, teammate should be there. I'm just gonna play third man. Ball comes to me and I just shoot, right? Now we set up the Brazil nicely. There we go. Now we just hold this, the Brazil. And like, you see how like I position a little further back because I'm third, right? Because like the person rotating out, they could cut in at any time. You don't know when they're gonna cut in, right? And be covering that middle. And the person cutting is like my teammate in this scenario. Alright, so now we're up to 1260. Hopefully we can at least get Champ 3 this episode. That's what I really want. I just want to be close to getting Grand Champ so that we can get Grand Champ next episode. Alright, So I'm gonna be next. So I'm just gonna pressure. I didn't like commit super hard. Pass this in the middle. I could have just shot that again. Like you can see, a lot of these passes that I'm doing, and the passes that like my teams were doing too. Like if I just shoot this on target with like a really slight redirect, then it's gonna go in. But that's actually harder to do, right? Because you have, more of an angle. It's more precise shot, and the risk is higher because like it takes more time. You have to wait longer. Also, that kickoff, good example of why I like winning kickoffs, because people are not quite ready positionally and whatnot for them. Okay, rotate to third, obviously, and playing just kind of far back. Teammate might go for this, so I'm kind of just waiting to see what he does. Now I'm gonna check where my teammate is. So I see he's like middle, right? So I'm gonna rotate to third. Teammate left that for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit it to the side where there's space. Now I just try to doink. I missed, so I'm gonna rotate back. Check where my teammate is as I'm rotating. So I saw that he was cutting forward. I'm gonna go ahead and jump for this, because if their third went, then like I want to be able to like challenge it, right? If I wait too long, I was gonna pass to Lewis, but I saw him like jump, and that made me really nervous, because if I pass to him and he's not ready, then we could just get scored on, right? Alright, now third. Gonna just play far back, because looks like teammates are going to lose control of the ball. Just gonna try a little double touch here. Nice and simple. Nice little floater. And that just shows like the simplicity of the shots you can do. I just tap up to myself, barely tap over, and just float down, right? And this is just because they're not able to aerial quite yet. Like, they can aerial simple things, but like back mode reads, much harder, right? Okay, at the ball a little far away from me, so we end up losing control, but their challenge went to my team, which he did third, obviously. Okay, now I have the ball next, try to control the wall. I messed up, but we recover, and we're just gonna tap it in. So even though like I meant to control this up the wall, it actually was probably a bad choice, because like Dizzy would have been there. So it actually makes a lot of sense to like bounce it middle. But normally there would be someone there to challenge that. So it was a little risky, but ended up paying off because they were in position for it. Okay, I'm gonna just drive challenge here. End up getting a demo. Teammate should be there. Hopefully he doesn't own goal. Nice. Third man here. And I'm looking to see what my teammate does. He went forward, right? So that means I'm not gonna go forward. He's also going up the wall, which means I'm not gonna go for the ball. You notice how I'm just like, I'm seeing what my teammate does, and I'm doing something different. I'm not doing the same thing. Okay, this guy could doink. I'm not gonna rush this, right? Teammate's behind me, so I don't need to like rush and make it awkward for my team, right? I'm gonna try to dunk this. Teammate's there, but he's kind of awkward, right? So I'm gonna, come in and demo these guys. Okay, good aerial from that guy. Looks like tension's gonna like bang. Okay, he just left the ball, which means we're gonna be an offense here. I'm gonna be middle in case the passes or misses wide, and nice shot from Lewis there. Probably gonna be 4 or 5 kills up. We do see a lot at this level. People just don't surrender, which is fine. Like I don't have a problem with that. And obviously it just makes this particular series take a little longer. But normally I'm totally fine with people not surrendering. I think you shouldn't surrender if everyone is okay with it. Obviously, like if one person's AFK or something, it's kind of a waste of everyone's time, because you're not really going to learn anything from that. Of course you can learn things from like trying to 2v3 and whatnot. Like it's a good like exercise to push your limits, but obviously in general, like a lot of people are like, okay, this is pointless, you know what I mean? Alright, just aerial, hit this forward here. So now that we're in offense, okay, team is going to push forward, so I'm playing third man. So I'm just playing safe, looking for where the ball's going to go past. Okay, my teammate went behind me, right? So I'm no longer third man. Okay, I got the opponent to hit the ball away, so this should have been a bang forward, but he didn't quite get a hold of it. Rotate to third. Push forward here. Look, okay, so my teammate was third, right? But he just rushed forward and decided to play second. This bounce is going to be weird. Teammate is probably not going to read that. It's really awkward. Yeah. We got hit its forward, so now we're on offense. Jump over this demo here. Rotate through. Demo. I can hear where the ball's going. And I just heard that my teammate like kept going forward and got hit on the ball. So that means if I get a demo, we could score. Okay, team's gonna rotate out, so I'm gonna be second man here. In other words, I'm gonna be middle man. Okay, and I'm gonna bump this guy, and my teammate should have a free ball. Of course, rotating to third, because we don't have a third man there. Try to control this. Hit it over, behind, and that's a goal. Oh, in a abandon. That's unfortunate. So yeah, I mean, I just control the ball and just do it just enough to get past the third man here. And of course, third man was not back post, right? You really gotta be careful with your positioning as third man there. Let's go ahead and try to hit this past this guy. This is a really hard ball, so I'm, you know, not really trusting our third man. Of course, this is a 1v3, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the next the next game. All right. All right, next game, 13-20 now. Really getting up there. Yeah, last game the guy wouldn't surrender for a little bit, so I'm a little, you know, tilted. Not really tilted, but you know, it does get to you sometimes when people waste your time like that. All right. Oh, hello. Okay, well, let's reset. Let's reset. We're gonna continue to talk about looking where your teammates are and just like positioning around your teammates. So teammates rotating, right? Or he's behind me, right? Which means, okay, well, he's not behind me very fast. And, you know, that does happen at lower ranks. People are rotating, but, like, they're just rotating really slow for no reason. And you have to, like, be a little careful whenever that, you know, people are rotating and, you know, you don't know how fast they are going to rotate back. Here, rotating at third, obviously. Back post. Chilling back post. We might miss this. I'm going to cut this behind this guy. Maybe again. Get this boost. Missed it. It's okay, we got another one here. Looks like Sub's gonna have this, so I'm just gonna wait for his touch. Now I'm gonna go. Try to bump him off. Now teammate has free ball. Get this boost that I left from me earlier. Bump some people. And we're rotating back. So teammate turned forward, right? So again, I'm third. Okay, teammate should have been like ball chasing there instead of rotating. Like, rotating ball side is really weird, right? Like, it's what you don't want to do. Like, is just leave the play when you're ball side. Like, if you're ball side, you should probably just chase. Okay, he has a double touch. Waiting to see if he chases on target. I'm gonna control this. Try to hit it around now. Control. And kind of an open net, so I'm gonna try to hit it. But yeah, I can't go faster than, you know, a little bit. If I flicked it, like a musty flick or something, that would have been better. I'm gonna rotate because teammate was, yeah, getting chased and whatnot. Okay, just gonna hit this ball to the side. He's gonna have again, so I'm just gonna leave. Position as third man right. Get that back post position. Okay, I'm gonna push forward now. Try to read Hell's hit. He's obviously hitting into the wall, right? Okay, you see a teammate is like really far back there, so we didn't have any layers, right? Like after I went, like we had no one following up, right? It's not what you want. Okay, looks like the opponent's gonna steal my boost, so I'm not gonna go for it. Get some pads here. Push up, because now both my teammates are like behind me, right? So I'm first man, right? So I'm gonna dive. Okay, rotate into middle and demo. And yeah. Let's look at our third man's position. And you can see like whenever, okay, he was way too close. And he's way too close because the opponent had the ball, right? So when the opponent has the ball in, like, for instance, on his head like that, it's super obvious he's gonna flick the ball, right? So all you have to do is position far back, your teammate dives, and they flick to you or they get dunked, right? It's like a win-win. But obviously you're really close, then like there's a huge chance that you're gonna have an issue. Try to hit it past this guy. Okay, it didn't went over me, but yeah, we're fine. Totally fine here. Might have to try hard a little bit here. Get this dub. Want to, you know, try to not lose as much as possible. So just to speed up the process, you know, because we only got 4 days left of the season. Okay, teammate should ball chase. We might get one more hit. I'm gonna go for a bump here. Okay. If that shot was on target, it would have been really good. Try to surprise this guy? Yeah, nice. This is a good example, like rotating ball side, right? So you notice how I come in, you know, I don't know if he's gonna get a bump, so I don't overcommit, and then I rotate back ball side and actually just go for the ball. That's what you want to do. If you like are there and you can go and like your first man, right? Then like first man's job is to go for the ball, right? So it's like, all right, I'm first, I'm gonna go. Just like here, like I'm first, all right, I'm gonna go for the ball. Read where this is going. Hit it forward. Trying to hit it like more middle, but it's kind of a hard read. Okay, looks like I'm getting beat to this, so I'm just gonna position the ball to the corner where it's safe. We should have. We're rotating to third. Positioning really safe. Yeah, like I don't know why like we just let the opponent have there. Like no one's really challenging. This guy's rotating ball side. He didn't actually steal my boost though, which is nice. Just going in case my teammate misses. because he was kind of in an awkward spot, and I'm just waiting back. I can just follow this. Get a 50 on this. Teammate should have maybe a pass to me. Oh my. Get this forward. When in doubt, you know, just bang forward so that your teammates have time, right? That's like the advantage of hitting the ball forward, is like it gives your teammates time. Because like if the ball's in the opponent's half, it has a lot of distance to travel and whatnot. Come back to your half. Okay, I'm trying to hit this behind this guy. Hit it forward. Try to follow it up again and again. Now my teammates should have the ball, right? But they're taking their time and it's awkward for them, so they end up like not getting control. Go ahead and follow this quick. Try to hit it forward. Okay, now we're on offense again, right? They're awkward. I'm gonna rotate out so my teammate can come in from a better angle. Okay. Good ball chase by him. Good job from him being there. He could pass mid. He's messing up mechanically. That's fine. Try to bump this guy. Yeah, okay. You see like the hesitation there as our third man? Right. That's going to happen a lot. This might be, okay. Really, really good challenge there. Not getting faked. That was really nice. Really well done. Okay. I'm just going to play patient here. Because I don't want to like trust my teammates behind me that much. Like whenever you don't have time to come back. Especially when you're noticing like they're not positioning correctly. Even though they're in the right position sometimes, like the last play, he just didn't go for the ball. And you know, that does happen whenever like you're last man. Okay, let me concentrate up a little bit because I'm not playing that well today, honestly. Okay, let me try to bring this forward. Okay, teammate just wasn't quite able to get the redirect on that. Position is third. Where the ball's likely to go. The ball came here a little harder than I thought it would. I'm gonna try to take control. Teammate got in the way, so this is really awkward now and dangerous actually. So I have to go quick. Okay, he could double that, so I'm gonna go back. Take this forward. Might be in. Might be too high actually. Yeah. Making sure that he doesn't get a free clear. This is awkward. Okay, teammate should be there. If he's not, then we lose. Yeah. Not trusting teammates with this. Gonna follow quick so he doesn't have a free shot. Gonna go quick, pop high. Maybe teammates can shoot here. Okay, no follow up again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control touch this. Okay, try to cut around. It's a good challenge by that guy. I'm gonna bump, open net. There we go. So yeah, doing a lot of work right now. So again, like there, I just didn't pass, right? Even though passing is like technically better, it's only better if your teammate can hit the shot, right? And with my teammates making as many mistakes as they did this game, I was really nervous about, you know, passing to them. I'm gonna go ahead and play one more because I really need to like get as many games as I can in before the season ends. Oh wow, that brought us all the way up to Champ 3. That's huge. What are we, Champ 3 Div 2? Oh, did we hit Champ 3 in the last game? I wasn't even really looking. So yeah, okay, cool. We're Champ 3 now. Maybe one more game, and that'll bring us to maybe Div 4, hopefully. Maybe not. I know Champ 3, especially the later divisions, takes a little long. So yeah, I don't know. We're not gaining as much MMR, I mean. So like we're only at 26 MMR that game, so hopefully we can gain, you know, at least 25 or whatever. Get up 1 or 2 divisions and be really close to getting GC, and then next episode we should be able to get that grand champion, and then we'll be one step closer to getting SSL. Okay, kickoff again. Like to win the kickoff, which of course, if you want to learn how to do that, you need to learn how to speed flip. Open net here. We're gonna miss. That's fine. Of course, you don't want to tilt just because your teammates make a mistake, right? Okay, opponent actually still has control here, so I was a little wary. Okay, gonna position defensively here. Oh, that's really close. Can I get back? No. Literally no. Yeah. Okay, teammates already making a lot of mistakes. So step 1, passing middle. Big mistake. Step 2, not being ready for the ball to go middle. And yeah, I mean, I'm just basically a 1v5 right there, unfortunately. You know, that does happen. So we're gonna have to try out a little bit. Teammates are not quite able to hold it together. So I'm gonna be really cautious about what my teammates are doing. We got it go. Teammate's really slow. So I know that he's not going to be like on the ball next. Okay, it's bouncing out. I'm going to go ahead and hit this forward high. Again, that's what you'll see me do all the time. Okay, try to control this. Get past 1. Hit this over 1. So now teammates should have a shot. Good block by them. And my team's double committed, so that's really bad. And that's another thing you gotta be careful about when passing, right? It's like, just another reason not to pass is like, people double commit whenever there's a good pass, all the time. So yeah. You just gotta be super careful. It's really a death trap, passing. And it takes you out of the play too. So it takes 2, possibly 3 people out of the play, you know, for like something you could do as a solo play. Okay. You can see this forward, so looking to see if my teammate's middle. He's not. That means I'm chilling. Good pass. I'm gonna tap this up. So teammate not positioned well as third. Again, like third min's where you want to be. Like if you want to rank up, just play third. Okay. So teammate is getting in my way a little bit. Try to get a good 50 here. No follow up. And yeah, it's, you know, it's really struggle bus right now. Gonna have to concentrate a little bit. It's like, even though my teammate's like sitting there waiting for the ball to go middle, he's not ready for when the ball goes middle. Okay. We can get 50. Almost. If I just got a little more on the right of that, that might have just went straight in. Okay, no double on this for sure. Okay, I hear that like the opponent's there, but he's not like going yet, so I actually cannot go for the ball and just go for a bump instead. You can't always do that. You need to know like what the opponent's doing. And I could just tell by sound. Ooh, that was another open net miss. There's been like 3 this game already. Probably a little bit more than that actually. Okay, kind of getting demoed. So I'm just avoiding the demo with my movement. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this forward. Try to go quick. Dang, good save by that guy. He's a little awkward, so his bang forward wasn't going to be that great. So that's why I'm like positioning kind of carefully there. Bang this forward over their last man. Try to shoot this maybe. Yeah, not quite high enough. Teammate should be going forward here, and he's not. So now we're on defense again, and yeah, okay. Please hit that, thank you. Okay, I'm getting a little tilted, I'm not gonna lie. His teammates are doing not much, which, you know, is pretty common. We're not going to tilt though. Okay, opponent has. Try to block the shot there, because, you know, obviously that would have been a very deadly shot. Hey, teammate should have now. I mean, it's basically a free ball, unless he goes slow, and yeah, now he's going to get bumped. Hit this forward. Take this boost here, look for the demo. Jump over him. Waiting as third. It'll be kind of middle now, because when someone's on the wall, they're not really ready for anything. Okay, the opponent's definitely going to have that. Check where my teammate is, see he's ready to go forward. So I let him go forward. Not quite in, but luckily I'm there, but good bump from that guy. Okay, chilling. Gonna kind of hit this like middle, right? Of course, like look at third. He's all the way back on our net, right? You don't want to do that. Especially when you're in offense. There's no point. Okay, good shot though from him. He redeemed himself. Bad positioning, but when he did come in, he got a nice shot. Wow, that's a really good aerial actually. So that was really weird. I can't position, but like really nice shot. So as long as you have one or the other, I guess. Okay, looks like opponent's diving, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to 50 that. Make sure he doesn't just shoot on our net or whatever. That might just be a goal. That's frustrating. Okay, everyone misses the ball. Cool. Typical champ game. Gonna hit this forward. Try to demo this guy. Rotate, get boost. Might just be in. I got it though. Okay, well. It's a little scary. Dive, defend the shot. I hit this forward. He's got it again. I'm just gonna leave it. The opponent's got that touch. Might be able to get there in time. Nice. Okay, this game was really close. Okay, it's not over yet though. I gotta concentrate. Oof. These games have been pretty sweaty. Last couple episodes have been really like some close games. Okay, like to just win the kickoffs. See their boost. Rotate to third. Okay, teammate's gonna ball chase. I'm avoiding demo audioly, so I can tell he's going for it, and I'm just trying to swerve and go into positions where he's not gonna be. I'm gonna let this drop. Okay, we're not gonna hear it again because my recording is at the 40 minutes, but I'm sure the episode's only gonna be like 35 minutes if I had to guess. But yeah, okay, what do we end at? Champ 3, Div 20? Okay. So what are we at? 1372? Okay. We're actually getting pretty close to Grand Champ now. So next episode, we should be able to get Grand Champ unless we get some really unlucky loses. But we haven't lost yet. So, you know, fingers crossed for the rest of the season. You know, that hopefully I can get SSL without losing. Although, like, the high Grand Champs, like, I can't even win on my main sometimes at high Grand Champ. So, not gonna lie. You know, like, some of these games are pretty rough. You know, the opponents are pretty good. So, fingers crossed for next episode. You know, that we can get Grand Champ and hopefully SSL soon. So, without further ado, you guys have a good day or night. Peace.